Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Did not get away with it. Fucky, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
I guess we're it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stupid O'Clock. Joe Dog has a scratchy throat and he's not able to talk very well, although he is still his eloquent self in text. It just kind of hurts for him to say anything. Please don't hold any parties on our account.
I'm John Scarborough, and welcome to Stupid O'Clock. He's Dan Hollifield. He welcomes you to Stupid O'Clock, too.
Yeah, and
that's
he's Joe Dog McKeel, and he silently welcomes you to Stupid O'Clock. And you can tell by the look on his face, he's just pissed he can't talk.
And let's introduce the rest of the Rhodes Gallery. We got Joe Bachman.
I'm Dan Rather.
Or rather, Joe Bachman.
Joe Bachman.
The lovely Rich. And sliding into home plate at the very last second, Kiri.
Yay!
Hey, Gary.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Gary.
I guess I'm going to be the one telling all the puns tonight.
Unless Cindy Cap decides to join us in the peanut gallery, yeah. Y'all should get together. Y'all have a similar sense of humor.
Hey, Carrie, if you tell political jokes, you could be a pundit.
Oh. Okay, that one got me.
Why do I click the link for this show every week?
Masochism.
This is how you can tell we're not in vaudeville. The giant hook has not come out to grab and pull John off stage. Oh, wait. Good. Okay.
I like your little tag there, Joe Dog.
Silence without my demand. Oh, I bet you Donna's just dancing up and down the hallways that you can't say anything.
Actually, why do you remember the old? You remember the old Bugs Bunny cartoon thing where the character would eat alum, and their mouth would pucker up and they couldn't say anything. Why do I picture Donna fixing him dinner and putting alum in it?
That would have been the bitterest pizza that was ever made. Oh Lord.
I think
But
we know.
here's the
I think I
thing.
know how. Like, go ahead.
Alum has a laxative property. So do we really want to give
Upset
Joe
Joe
Dog
Dog
that much more
already
firepower?
delicate.
Oh Lord, she mixed it into his Taco Bell.
This woman's going to get arrested.
And that's when the world went to war.
Hello?
There.
Hello?
Yeah. I got a new video for you.
Oh no.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Did not get away with it. Fuck, 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 fuck.
I can see that one's going to get worn out the next week and a half.
He's gonna have a field day with that once he gets feeling better.
He's not waiting until he feels better. He's doing it now. Straight through the goalposts of life.
Hey Joe, you know why you should never fart in an Apple store? They don't have windows.
I'm on the
I know I
wrong
can kick
computer
you
for
out
my
and block
OBS.
you, Kiri, but I'm be damned if I'm going to just because you do what you do so well. You hear that scream in the background? That's not Tarzan. That's an NBC censor going because he can't say those words. Okay, now Dawn is sending us recipes. I am now frightened.
I think it's for me.
Hey, Carrie?
Yeah, is that why it's like 3 parts cyanide?
Hey, Carrie.
What?
Why is a tapeworm like the Eiffel Tower?
Uh-oh.
They're both parasites.
Hey, with that, Joe, good night, everybody. I think he's too pissed that he can't tell his jokes now.
Hey, you guys won't believe who I ran into on the way to the optician today.
Uh-oh. Who?
Everybody.
I knew the answer to that one.
And actually, this is better than Thursday night, so, we don't apologize.
I went to school with a kid who could only say 25 letters of the alphabet. He didn't know why.
One of these days.
Did you hear about the depressed chickpea? His life was all doom and gloom. I hope I pronounced that right.
Legume. Beans.
Legume.
Yes, beans.
Suddenly, I heard a joke from Gilligan's Island, and my mind just went, "Run away!" Yes, we're off to a fine start. Now, we'll see whether or not someone needs a topic. Someone needs a topical anesthetic, is what it is. Maybe not topical, but at least popular. Thorazine does not count, Carl. Put the needle down.
Oh, we have a topic tonight, Carl. The topic happens to be puns and how many people we can get to groan all at the same time.
If we succeed, we change the orbit of the Earth. Whether or not, no.
I don't have anything to talk about other than there was Picard. Anybody watching Picard?
I have been. I think I might be 1 or 2 episodes behind.
Okay. I caught the free episodes, but I'm not subscribing to the service, so no.
Okay. The last episode I caught was where they slung the asteroid at the other ship right at the end of the episode.
Okay. The return of Ro Laren. Who I thought was dead. I thought I thought she died when the Dominion wiped out the Maquis and all the Badlands planets.
Can she still shift to intangibility because of that experimental?
No,
okay. I thought she might have been able to do it on command and just kind of escape from being blown up.
Me and some friends of mine used to joke constantly about, that they needed to show through all the Star Trek episodes. Every time they were flying near Romulan space, as you saw that Romulan go floating by. The one that she tackled out of the ship and knocked him through the wall.
Yeah. Here's the intangibility. Deal with that, Romulan scum.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, it really was.
My favorite one, though, with her in it, Rascals.
Yes.
Where they had the transporter accident. The 4 of them got teleported back to the ship from a shuttle that was exploding. And for some reason, the explosion caused them all to come back as kids. So you had a young Picard, a young Guinan, a young Ro, and a young Keiko. And then the ship, for some reason, the Ferengis keep taking over the Enterprise. I don't know what's wrong with that damn starship that the Ferengi, not the Klingons, not the Romulans, not the Cardassians, not the Dominion.
But the comedy relief.
Yes. The Three Stooges of outer space take over the Enterprise.
And Kirk keeps blowing up my damn ship.
There is some other entertainment news that I came across the other day. I believe his name was Lance Redrick?
Yes.
Passed away.
Yes, he did.
Suddenly.
Apparently, they believe it was just natural causes.
Oh, the guy from John Wick and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, which character from John Wick?
The concierge.
He played
concierge.
He was charming.
Yes, he was. He had that great.
Take care of John Wick's dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he took care of John and took care of the hotel, and just a very gentlemanly fellow. I quite admired him.
About the next gen. Do y'all remember the first scene of the first episode?
Mm-hmm.
Vaguely.
Data was walking down the hallway with McCoy.
D. Kelly.
Yes.
The Surgeon General
Before
of
Kelly.
Starfleet.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. And D. Kelly didn't even need makeup for that scene.
And they told him, he turned and told Data, he goes, always take care of your ship, treat her like a lady, and she'll bring you home. Who was at the helm of the Enterprise when it crashed into the planet?
Which time?
Yeah.
In Generations, when it was destroyed.
Wasn't that Deanna? Or was Data at the helm? Or
Data was at the helm.
Okay, I was thinking it was Deanna was at the helm.
Damn robot don't follow instructions.
I thought that
well,
was
his girlfriend died in season 1, so.
Well, the other thing I liked was the movie Generations, where they asked Data, who'd just gotten his motion chip working, to scan for life forms. I just love scanning for life forms.
Yeah.
If you know anything about Brent Spiner and all the characters he plays, that was Brent Spiner being Brent Spiner right there.
Yeah, and the cast was kind of annoyed with him about bragging about being in Independence Day and the Star Trek movie in the same year. And it's basically shut up.
I heard the story.
Well,
he's also a great voice impressionist.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you ever
one day he called Patrick Stewart's wife. I'm sorry, my dear. I can't come home, but I'm going to be late. We're shooting late tonight. Oh, that's okay. And then she asked him another question. Then she answered with, Brent, damn you, and hung up on him.
And of course, if you ever saw all the characters that he played in A Fistful of Datas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
There's two new people here that I see. There's Mac of All Trades and Shailene Marie Wilson. I don't recognize
who is Mac of All Trades, too?
I don't know.
Well, we don't know who either one of them are, but we're thankful for them to be here.
I'm not saying I don't want to be here. I'm just like, how did they find us? Do I need to change my name and phone number again? Damn it.
I thought the Witless Protection Program took care of all that for you.
Mac of All Trades is MC Vaughn.
Oh, hey, MC, how are you doing?
Why? And then.
Yeah, he is one of our authors for HallowCon.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
One thing I remember reading about this season of Picard coming up is they're supposed to bring Moriarty back.
Mm-hmm.
Same actor, even.
Yep.
Hey, the man needs work. I mean, seriously, he's a good actor.
I'm wondering, you know how they got that planet that's making all the synthetic bodies now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they can put Moriarty in a synthetic body.
That was done in the Questor tapes, wasn't it?
No.
Same actor?
Yeah. What this season is a total wrap up of all the loose ends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why Honey Bunny from I forgot the name of it. Okay. I just ruined an entire joke.
That's what Agent Orange will do to you, kids.
I had a great because I can't remember names.
It'll come to you at the least opportune moment.
It just came. I went to look it up and it just came to me. I was wondering how Honey Bunny from Pulp Fiction got to be the new Picard villain.
The new Picard what?
Villain.
Oh. Well, she's playing a good villain, and you know who her daddy is, don't you? In real life? That's Christopher Plummer's daughter.
Whoa.
Wow.
Talk about some skills being passed on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, John.
If you don't pick up something from your dad when your dad is Christopher Plummer.
Hey, John, Dan, look at all the channels we're streaming to.
Do I have to?
Just look up.
Yeah, I see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 28 channels. Wow.
And
no, it's a dozen. Or no, it's 10.
Yeah, see, Kiri could easily link in and damn.
See, you said it's
instead of leaking out, which he just did.
you found his name and you dispelled him.
Oh.
Well, so much for the puns.
I guess Joe Botman got through with that Ouija board after all.
Oh, that's interesting.
That figures. No more puns, and I had this all set up. Really? You didn't swap over? What the hell?
Bink.
That's Honey Bunny from Pulp Fiction. And she's the new Picard.
Okay.
Okay. So why is that not swapping over to use?
I just noticed something. I went to present that, and apparently one of my options for sharing a screen, it will let me share from my NVIDIA GeForce overlay.
Wow.
So I
you
can put
have an NVIDIA GeForce overlay?
Well, the overlay is part of my video card thing, and it'll let me broadcast and record video games that I'm playing. So I can.
That man's playing Galaga.
Yes. If I had Galaga. Well, I do have Galaga. Way over there. Okay. But I think that's Galaga. I think I have Galaga. I'm not sure.
That's gonna pretty much be most of my weekend. Is just hanging out and playing Galaga at HallowCon's.
Oh, Kiri, what I was going to say before you took off, you can link some of your channels into this show.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the new things too. It will let guests put their links onto the show. So if we had like a guest author or something like that, they could put it on their. They could put this stream onto their pages.
Might have to try that out next month.
I'm not sure how, but.
So on computer, it's in the top right corner, kind of like where your guys' go live button normally is.
Yeah.
Stream this to your audience.
Yeah, it says stream this to your audience for us guests that don't have the admin capabilities. We click on that, and then if you have a StreamYard account set up, it'll automatically have all your different channels that you would normally use.
God.
Glad to hear that, Mac. I wasted many a $20 bill a quarter at a time.
The only
in the
time
video
I played
games.
Galaga was at the skating rink in Red Bank.
We had a place next to one of the major grocery store chains, and it would open up just about the same time that I got off from night shift at work. And I was single at the time. Don't blame me. Went over there. I'd get $20 worth of tokens and sit down. It was either Galaga or Galaxian, because those were the only two machines that I really felt like no one else was going to mess with or be waiting on me to give up. And I would use the entire $20 worth of tokens and then go home and go to sleep so that I could go to work that night.
My favorite video game of all time, back before I joined the Army, was Battlezone.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Which was, until I found the cheat for it and figured out how to not get shot. At which point the game kind of got boring and monotonous.
A couple of friends of mine swore by Tail Gunner. And after I played it a couple of times, I could understand why. That was a very, very interesting and intricate game.
What was that game that had like the dune buggy that you raced around? It was at the Godfathers in Red Bank, John.
Road Blaster?
Something like that. I got to the point to where, to make it more interesting, I would do the entire route on 2 wheels.
Sort of like when you drive, normally.
Now, after I joined the Army and went to
I'm a very good driver.
On 2 wheels.
I drive in the driveway on Sunday.
I joined the Army and went to Berlin, and it just so happens there's a store, or it's a little shopping mall building that was downtown, and it had a record store that sold concert T-shirts and stuff like that. And it just so happens I went in there. It's called WOM, World of Music. And I went in there and I just happened to be walking around this small building, and they had a video arcade. And the one video game that got my attention, I was addicted to it ever since, was this thing called Vindicators.
Ooh.
And it was a tank game.
Oh, good hack there, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Vindicators was a tank game. You could play 2 players side by side, but you were going through the cityscape, and you had all these turrets and things you had to shoot at. What was interesting was not only did you had the main trigger for the main gun, and then you had another trigger for your special weapons, but you had 2 thumb buttons on the back of the joysticks. And the thumb buttons controlled the turret rotation. So as you were driving around, you could actually spin the turret off to the sides and like strafe stuff and shoot behind you and stuff like that. So it was spent a lot of money on that one until I got bored with it and then started playing that. They had a flight simulator where you flew a jet airliner and you had to do and all you did was landings. And
big old
about the 5th one, they put you had to land in Tokyo, which was a very short runway, with a typhoon coming in.
Why would you want to land in Tokyo when there's a typhoon coming in? You divert to someplace in Siberia where it's safe
whether you want to or not, because there's a typhoon.
Yeah, really. Just ride the wave.
But it was one of those where you had you had to make the landing like this and then hit the runway and straighten out.
With the you were coming in at an angle because of the crosswinds.
You had to do the side slip.
Mm-hmm.
And because you had like a 70-mile-an-hour crosswind or something like that.
I've actually sat down and watched videos of actual airplanes doing that, and I'm just going, you could not pay me enough to be a pilot.
No,
I couldn't even do that in a video game.
Well, it makes you wonder how they fit in the cockpit with balls that big. I mean,
see, that's the thing.
That's why it's called a cockpit.
Not the green room. Not the green room.
If a jet airliner does it, it's like, oh my God, that's a great pilot. Military aircraft do that all the damn time because of how big they're. B-52s pretty much invented that. And then you have the big cargo planes too. You see them coming down the runway sideways all the time.
Yeah, I can just see a C-5A pilot going, I'm bored. I believe I'm going to make this landing approach sideways.
Okay.
Sorry.
Maxwell Tools. Maxwell Tools. Sorry.
Somebody's been buying stuff made in stainless steel.
Technically, that's Van Dam tool steel. Thank you very much. But,
somebody's been spending way too much money at the tool truck.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
really. It's Canadian, not Van Dam. We're not talking about a football team here.
Wait a minute. What do you mean spend money? I know where the guy lives, and he doesn't lock his truck all the time. Okay. Anyway.
Better living through chemistry.
Let's see here. Okay, you guys look at. Remember Death Race? Now I'm wondering, does he mean a
If
video
he means the
game, or is
movies,
he
yeah,
talking
but
about
I
the movie?
don't remember a game called Death Race, so it obviously didn't make it to my area. But I do remember the movies.
Machine Gun Joe.
Only saw the first one. Didn't see the sequels.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind was the movies.
I don't recall if there was a console version of it, but I do, or an arcade version, but I do remember that there was a PC version that I used to play back in the day, back when Walden Games was a thing, before they became EB or whatever the hell they changed the name to.
Electronics Boutique.
Yes.
GameStop.
You know, I used to have all kinds of video games on my computer, and I regret that none of the Star Wars or Duke Nukem or stuff like that I bought back then will work on a modern computer.
Well,
I mean,
you can do it with an emulator, but
no, it won't even do it with an emulator. I've tried time and time again. It would be nice if it would. I would love it if it would, but I don't have time to play games on the computer anymore. The most gaming I do is on my cell phone when I play solitaire when I'm bored. Other than that, Doom 2, Heretic, Hexen, Star Wars. There were 3 varieties of Star Wars that I had. A Star Trek encyclopedia thing that included a walk around of the Enterprise. There was one based on UFO from Jerry Anderson, where you could either be in the
what was that called? XCOM.
That was a company that I remember, yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, that was the name of the game, if I remember correctly. It was XCOM.
Oh, okay. I remember a company by that name, but not a game. Not a specific game.
But it was the one that was just like you were running UFO.
Well, yeah, this one you could either be in Skydiver or in the UFO itself. It was a very, very simple thing. There was another one called Star Trek Museum, where you were in a shuttlecraft and you just kind of flew around and looked at all the different Star Trek ships that were docked in this museum area. Didn't do anything else. It just let you go and look at them and, go. But that was fun for something that was running Windows 95.
Then, of course, there was everybody's favorite video game. I'll give you a hint.
Oh, yes.
I'm guessing that's the baseline from Ghostbusters, but I never saw a video game based on it.
No, Spy Hunter.
Yes. And then PlayStation 2, I think, made a console version of it. That it was interesting. It was a nice update. It was fun, but I still miss, the original 1980s arcade version.
Now, when Tron came out, I spent several weeks' salary trying to figure out how to master that game. And I was doing real well up until I got to the part where it was the tank battle. And you had to hit the enemy tank 3 times, but they just had to hit you once before you got de-rizzed. That struck me as rather unfair, but, it's the way it was written. It's still a challenge.
Computers have to cheat.
Occasionally.
No, not occasionally.
You got to remember, computers are always going to be faster than you are.
Sorry, cheating is a ugly term. They have to use alternative engineering. The human brain is actually faster than a computer. The sad thing is the human brain is distracted by so many things that's the reason why we don't come up with answers as fast as a computer does.
No, and cheating it's not cheating. It is a liberal interpretation of the rules.
Actually, I always liked the one about thinking outside the box.
There's a box?
That term. I hate that term with a passion. I do not think outside the box. I have a different box of toys.
I didn't
used
even
to drive
know
an
there was
armored
a box.
personnel carrier, so yes, I think outside the box.
Guys, I'm fading fast.
Well, go to bed and drink some tea, Dan.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some more tea with honey and lemon.
That ought to help.
Whiskey, honey, lemon.
I can't have whiskey no more.
NyQuil.
It's got acetaminophen in it.
Suffer.
What's a minophen?
That's one of the little yellow dudes from the movie, right?
Isn't that stork-looking character that John can never remember in The Mummy? Oh, wait, no, that's a Menephis. Never mind.
Good night, yo.
Good night, Joe.
Good night, Joe Dog.
Take care of
Night,
yourself,
brother. Be
please.
safe. Feel better.
Y'all thirsty.
Finally.
Now he is master of all he surveys. Yes, I have seen Blast from the Past too many 100 times.
Oh, so they world court swore out an arrest warrant on Vladimir Putin.
I did see that.
Sorry, who went to?
How they gonna make that work?
There's an arrest warrant out for him. I mean, it's a good start.
Who wants to arrest him?
That's how they started going after Osama bin Laden.
I don't think we're going to send a helicopter fleet to Moscow to take out Putin.
Never know. Hey, it's Russia. You pay off the right air traffic controllers, they'll never know you were there until he's dead.
You pay off the right air traffic controllers, you don't even have to send anybody.
Yeah.
That's just a fog bank. Go ahead. Descend to 5,000 feet.
See, that would be a great hacking trick right there. Is to go in, hack the Russian military command structure, and give all of the orders for that day, the target coordinates, Vladimir Putin's office.
That would be pretty interesting.
Everything. All the helicopters, all the tanks, all the planes, all the missiles, all the submarines. Everybody gets the same target coordinates, and they're all going, wait a minute, that's Moscow. Let's
do this. Boom. Slap the big red button.
whatever aircraft he's on, hack the computers
International
on the
friend or foe.
hack the systems on that vehicle so that it sees the floor, as 1,000 feet or 2,000 feet lower than it actually is. So as they're descending, they're still descending too fast at.
That would be too subtle. I mean, I like my idea. Fiddle with the international friend or foe and have it come up as a Tomcat headed for Moscow,
or a Ukrainian MiG-29 headed for Moscow.
Problem solved. And a lesson taught to the next guy.
Oh, even better. Here's double revenge. Give it a transponder that says that it's a Predator drone headed toward Moscow.
This way they dump jet fuel on it and hit it with the prop. Or hit the prop.
Fire and forget.
Now, I'm curious because, they showed that picture. They didn't show how it happened. But apparently that MiG actually hit that drone enough to bend the propeller. It's a prop-driven plane.
Yeah, I saw a video of that.
And it shows the propeller had stopped and it was bent. So they hit it. There was a collision of some sort. I'm wondering if they hit it with the landing gear.
Yeah, that's what you were saying Thursday
I would
night.
say
I thought it was entirely
or
likely.
Or tipped it with a wing or something.
You don't want to mess up one of your wings. You can always do a very, very slow approach with landing gear up and hope to survive.
But, I mean, it also depends on what the composition of the prop is versus what the skin of the plane is, too.
The skin of the plane's aluminum, the prop's steel. So whatever they hit it with was solid. So the only thing I can think of that they could easily hit it with that'd be that solid would be landing gear, because landing gear is steel. So,
and them Kevlar tires. Oh, they don't have Kevlar tires. Okay. One up for us.
Now, the other thing, there is one other thing I'm thinking of. The plane that was approaching them was an Su-27. There is a Navy version of the Su-27. That was their carrier airplane. It was, they had a Su-27B or something. I can't remember the exact designation. But it has tail hook for doing, carrier.
Ooh, that's an idea.
And the thing is, they don't have an active carrier right now. But they've got all those airplanes sitting around. And Sevastopol, where this happened, the area that was their main Navy
That was
base.
their main.
That's actually where they built their aircraft.
That's their Navy base, yeah.
Was in Sevastopol. So that all those airplanes, that's where they're sitting. It's something they're flying around Sevastopol somewhere. Well, the ones that haven't been shot down yet. But
operative term yet.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for them to get them some missiles where they can start bombarding places like Sevastopol. Because supposedly we already gave them Harpoon missiles.
Those are some nice little buggers right there.
Depending on which brand they got, the average Harpoon is 105 nautical mile range. And a quarter-ton warhead. So that's not shabby for land attacks.
No, not at all.
You just got to get a good radar target for it. And
yeah, I remember that from my stealth fighter game.
You can use them on ships because it's easy to get a radar lock on a ship. Everything's water and there's a big steel target. You can use them on bridges, same reason, a lot of water, big steel target. It's hard to hit other things unless they get one of the advanced versions, like the Slam missile. The Slam missile is basically a harpoon with a land attack warhead. It's a Frankenstein missile.
Okay.
Well, it's
going back to the video game, it let me have remarkable success on actual radar stations. You get pinged, you launch a harpoon towards the ping.
Oh, that would be a harpoon.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I'm sorry, harm.
No, it let me get away with a harpoon doing that.
Because harms is a high-speed anti-radiation missile, and that's the one that's designed to home in on radars.
Well, the game only let you load up stuff before you actually started the flight, so you couldn't switch in flight without going to the we're not going to give you a score for this because you switched to training mode. It was fun, but you had, unlike the actual stealth fighter, you had 4 bomb bays.
Oh, the F-19.
Yeah.
Yep. I just play that one all the time too. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and the real one had 2, but the game lets you have 4. So you loaded up each one with what you thought you were going to need, going from the assignment you were given, and you flew the course, and you did as much damage as you could. Now, the first time I ever played the game, I didn't have a joystick. I was trying to use a keyboard. And I kept hitting the up arrow and nothing happened and nothing happened. So it taxied across the Mediterranean with the wheels down. That's when I learned joystick, you hit the down arrow to go up. Yeah, and I had a great deal of fun making ground attacks with it with a stealth fighter on the ground, like it was some kind of speed racer specialty vehicle, you know.
Nobody expects you to attack from that low.
Really? Wait a minute, he's in the parking lot. My Mercedes.
Who is it? Land shark. Is that you, Kent?
Oh Lord. Yeah, the things you do when you're young and insane.
Okay, the Slam ER, the extended range version, has operational range of 170 miles.
Sort of like a 30-06 in the hands of some Finnish guy.
Oh, let me see. The Slam ER is a very accurate weapon, and as of 2009, it had the best circular error probability of any missile used by the U.S. Navy. But they don't tell you what the SEP is. They just it's over here.
All right. Be back in a minute.
Okay.
I love this. It's talking about how this is the new advanced missile for shooting at bad guys and stuff like that. And I love how all the current operators, you know, of course the United States invented it, but it's talking about all the current operators, and they're all people that are facing bad guys that don't like the U.S. Okay. Saudi Arabia, South Korea, Turkey, the United Arab Emirates, and Taiwan have all got this missile. So where's the warhead weight? 800-pound warhead. Ooh. Odd that they've got it listed as, I guess you could call it a cruise missile. Oh, that's that thing the Marines are getting. It's the truck with 4 harpoons on the back of it, basically. Where'd Dan go? Everything got quiet.
Bathroom.
That's what I get.
He went down the hall.
That's what I get for reading Wikipedia.
Okay. Playing with some software right now on my iPad to try and get more wood burning done.
Trying to find the manual for the carpet cleaner that my sister just gave me. Finally brought my couch here after 20 years at my parents' place. Because there's only going to be a couple more weekends before everything that's in the house is going to auction. And spent the day taking care of that. So it was good that the licensed branch wasn't able to do the stuff that we needed to get done, so we can get out there earlier to get stuff done. But thankfully, it was the non-insane. Well, I take that back. Brenda's insane too, but Brenda's insane in the good way.
We'll take your word for it.
Brenda's like a manly version of me, but female. But so yeah, it's dealing with all that, and we finally actually have a couch in the apartment. We are so happy. The dogs are happy too because they can finally get up and sit next to us and fart while we watch TV. But
everybody got to have a hobby.
Yep.
And John, I was listening while I was down the hall. You said they've got a truck with.
Oh yeah, the Marine Corps is getting this new thing. I don't know if it's operational yet or not, but I think it just went operational this year. It's a truck mounted harpoon missile launcher for coastal defense. You can shoot at ships from trucks, and Taiwan is getting these things. And I think I want to say the Marines currently have them in Okinawa, and I think Japan's going to be getting them too, because Japan just ordered 400 Tomahawk. They ordered Tomahawk land attack missiles, which is odd because you think they'd want anti-ship missiles, but they do make a anti-ship version of the Tomahawk, and they're not. It's different in that it's got a different radar setup or something in it. But
okay. I was hoping it wasn't just swim fins. No. And what struck me when I was down the hall was a truck with 4 missiles.
Yeah.
Is this the scaled down version of the legendary intercontinental ballistic missile Winnebago that Gallagher went on about?
Maybe. I couldn't find a picture of the. I couldn't find a picture of the Marine Corps one, but let's see here. This is the Danish version that it is based upon.
Mike Jimmy's got one. Okay.
Cheese or cherry? Sorry, wrong kind of Danish.
Maybe not.
That would definitely put a cherry on your cheese real quick.
Holy crap!
And actually, it looks, aside from being able to strike it at things a couple of 100 miles away, that looks a lot like the dump truck that I used to have to drive on the farm.
It's basically a dump truck with missiles instead of a dump bed.
Well, it's got the dump bed. It's got missiles instead of being loaded with combined corn or wheat or oats or whatever. I believe that would be pretty awesome.
If you're on the correct side of it.
Yeah, that's always a given.
I guess technically it would still be awesome on the other side, just the other turn of phrase of awesome.
Yeah, really. The original version of awe. Yeah.
As in shock and awesome.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It'd be more like this is.
They're pointing
awesome
what at us? We give up.
That is the actual Marine Corps version, but it's only got the 2 missiles on board right now. That's the best picture of it I can find. So.
Okay, that's the best definition of a Marine Corps shotgun I have ever seen. 2 barrels, don't get in the way. Knew we shouldn't have fragged Lieutenant Niedermeyer. Oh, Lord, now I can't even remember what movie that one was from. I think it was the Twilight Zone movie.
It was the Twilight Zone. It was from the thing with Vic Morrow.
Yeah, well.
And
yeah.
The one, it was right before he was killed.
Uh-huh. Kiri, if you don't quit vanishing, I'm going to duct tape you to the damn channel. Which means when we end the show, you'll still be stuck here.
I'm having a little bit of technical glitches on my end. So I got tired of using the phone.
It happens. Believe me, it happens. Don't worry about it. So as often as you pop in, we're going to put you back on screen. Because we like you. Isn't this a whole lot better than talking about Joe Dog's farts all night?
Oh my goodness.
I think
yes, Thursday night show was not the
Joe Dog's farts all night.
Thursday night show was not our finest hour. It was probably in the
Joe
top
Dog
10, but
Thursday night?
You did what?
How much did Joe Dog fart last? How much did Joe Dog fart last night?
No.
The other night.
He didn't actually do it on screen. He was just talking about the history of, in the legend that became.
Oh
there are certain hotels that ask him to take the stairs from now on.
But hey, every once in a while you gotta have those lowbrow, low-hanging fruit episodes, so that other episodes look much more intelligent and scintillating in contrast.
We got to work on the scintillating.
Hey, compared to last week, anything is, or not last week. Compared to Thursday, anything is scintillating now. we could talk about Chihuahua reproduction, and it would still be more highbrow.
I don't know. I'm thinking Deadpool 2, but and actually, I can't wait for Deadpool 3. Ryan Reynolds
Dan,
is irrepressible. Yes.
Do you have a pen in your prison wallet?
In my prison wallet. I don't know. I've got at least one that works in this big jar full of paintbrushes and pens over here. Why?
You don't remember what prison wallet meant?
Oh. Okay. No, thank you.
And then for the rest of the movie, they're commenting about the ass pen.
And here I thought they were talking about Bob. That one was a little obscure for everybody, but if you know my sense of humor and the contents of my library, you will eventually figure that one out. Not going to insult a dearly departed but highly appreciated writer of puns and fantasy. And
I wonder if they'll put a reward out on Vladimir Putin.
They already have.
No, they put a warrant out for his arrest. I wonder if
There is a reward attached.
Really?
It's not a big one, but it's there.
And now John's looking to see if it's worth his while to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
John's not a sniper. He concerns himself with high explosives. Oh, wait. That'll do.
Tomato, potato. Either way, he's gone.
And now you got me worried about my cousin. No, wait, he's retired now. He no longer has access to the ICBMs.
He no longer officially.
Well, at one time, you had a list of all the world's nuclear powers and how many missiles they had. And
there was
down on
Dave.
the tail end of it was one guy named Jeff that had 6. That was my cousin.
It doesn't say anything about a reward on Putin. No. See, that's what I was kind of wondering is how come like the CIA or somebody didn't put out, 20 million, 50 million. He'd have been dead 15 minutes ago. We'd already seen headlines.
Two steaks and a hot cross bun. I mean, seriously, what do the people in Russia need? Food. Free access to an Aldi's for life.
We want our McDonald's back.
Hey, free Big Macs for life. I don't care. They're frozen. Sip them over, microwave them. They're good as new. They'll outlast a nuclear hailstorm.
See, I wonder now. Wait a minute. All this money they're shipping over to Ukraine to pay for the war. Ukraine could put the reward out for it. And what's funny is, right after they put the warrant out on him, yesterday he flew down to Crimea, the occupied area that the Russians have down there, and was doing some big interview, driving around Sevastopol. And
what'd you call me?
Oh, I never turned off the speaker from the other computer. I just got an email. I wondered where that ping came from. Probably that.
Here's the thing. I mean, if they put the reward as a couple of jacked up Hemi Dodge Rams with the most kick-ass towing package that they've got, I'm sure we'll get a handful of people so redneck that this shirt looks pink. In comparison, flying over there to take care of the honors.
A couple of million. I mean, seriously, we've got 300 million people over here. Believe me, if there was a roadway across the Atlantic, there'd be a bunch of deer hunters kicking ass in the Crimea tonight. They train to
Where
hide.
cousin Jim Bob and Bo go?
They train to hide up in the top of a pine tree in 40 below zero weather, waiting on a deer.
Okay.
To show its head 2 miles away.
You know the guy who's running Chechnya,
not personally,
Kadyrov, the wannabe Muslim redneck.
Now there's a concept for you.
If you've ever seen an interview, with the guy, you'll understand exactly why I said what I said. Okay. Ramzan Kadyrov, he's basically when Russia took over Chechnya, he's the guy that wound up being in charge. Okay. So he's pro-Russian. He it's kind of like, it's almost like a militant Rush Limbaugh kind of, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that's a
he was the guy that wanted to send was it 20,000 Muslim soldiers to fight against Ukraine. He's also the one that said, "Yeah, go ahead and nuke Ukraine."
Gentlemen, we are honored.
Oh, you do it.
I did just pop it in for a second, mainly just to show you this. If I can.
All right, I didn't do that. She did that.
She punched a button and disconnected.
Yeah, I'm punching buttons.
Oh, what are we looking at?
You guys catch that?
I don't know. It looked like you're trying to rickroll us.
I did. I literally am logging on just to rickroll you guys.
That's dedication. You're in pain and you are still rickrolling us.
What?
You are in pain.
You are dedicated. You're in pain. You're suffering, and you rickrolled us. Okay.
Joe Dog would be proud.
So, well, I just wanted to pop on because literally we just flipped that on there, and I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
We wouldn't shit you. You're our favorite turd.
I'm a what?
It was, one of the things we used to say when we were littles. You got to be shitting me, and someone else would come back with, "I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turd."
So, okay, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Please feel better.
What is it? It's spring. Why is everybody getting sick? Damn it.
Yeah, I'm not sick. Just
It's not
everything
spring.
hurts.
It's the last couple of days of winter, and winter is like, I'm not done yet. It's still my turn. I got 5 more minutes, Mom.
I'm not sick. I'm just twisted.
Go on the cart.
Is that the dude, John?
That's him. Muslim redneck. Thought I was kidding when I said it.
That's the guy in charge of all the
Chechnyans. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking more of the
looks like you should be on an episode of Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty in the front and Jihad in the back.
Duck Dynasty and something Amish even.
Really, but he's Muslim, but he's also pro-Russian, and he has been the he's been the new strongman in Chechnya and like killing all sorts of people. So
basically,
not a nice
the
fellow.
gangster.
And it turns out he may have been poisoned.
Okay.
Sources say that he is critically ill at the moment. He is. They put out a press release saying, "No, he's fine," which in Russia means he died 2 days ago.
We're just trying to work up a video right now. Give the processor time.
No. He's fine. He's fine. He's resting. Norwegian blues are known for that.
Beautiful plumage.
Beautiful plumage on the Norwegian blue.
Oh Lord.
This is a dead parrot. Yes.
I live in fear. One night we're going to do a show that's nothing but Monty Python jokes the entire night, and then we'll get a copyright strike.
Only if we do them well.
Yeah, our finest hours, and then have to take it off the air.
Live from Stupid Book.
As long as the work is transformative or satirical in nature, they can't. It would be fair use.
Hey, we'd all have to wear the
Excuse me, how the hell do you satirize Monty Python?
Actually, that's been done.
Effectively?
You make it even more absurd.
Yeah.
I was going to say, wouldn't you have to make it serious then?
No. It was called, there was a thing. It was a satirization of Monty Python called Spamalot. Which
the play?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was the whole thing was one big satirization of Monty Python.
I'm gonna look that up. There's got to be a recording of it somewhere on YouTube. Fair use. There's a license. If not public domain, then this has got to be seen by everybody.
Let's see.
Got to be better than Hamilton. And I'm sorry, a lot of my friends are going, Hamilton's a great play. We love the songs.
There are several.
I'm glad. I'm not going to put it down in front of you.
There are several YouTube recordings of Spamalot. And apparently it's a musical too. So.
It would be. I love to push the pram a lot. Yeah.
Seeing John's background and just realizing, I don't know how long he's had that up, if it's been up the entire time. I just finally looked at it. It just made me think of Comicus from History of the World Part 1. Oh, and that's exactly what it is. John was hiding Comicus. Judas, do you want the soup or the salad? Try the mulled wine. It's fantastic. Finally got Misty to watch that last weekend. Her head didn't explode, so I'm happy.
Really? I thought the purpose was the head explosion.
We got into Hulu and it was showing History of the World Part 2, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to rewatch History of the World Part 1 before I watch this because, blah blah blah. She's like, well, why don't we put it on? I'm like, because your head will effing explode. She's like, really? I'm like, if you're willing to try, I'm willing to let you.
Rich, I've got Yellow Beard on DVD.
Oh, what's the other one that is damn near as
Yellowbeard was
absurd?
playing in the clinic for people to watch while they're getting drained. I'm like, really? All right, this is a really cool, laid back, place. I'm just like, that's not something I would ever expect here.
Oh, okay. Baron Munchausen.
Baron Munchausen, yes, was
that would be my vote for spouse's head explodes sort of movie. Although
that was another movie with a ton of great comedians. So,
although
Eric Idle,
Lindsay would probably just say this is boring, and go watch one of the things where folks bring antiques to the roadshow thing, whatever that is.
This old pile of junk.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I watched that one to figure out how to fix the stuff that's breaking in the house.
I thought that was YouTube.
This old pile of, well, okay, we're not going to go that far, but it's not the one with Jonathan Ross. It's the other one. Oh dear. Sometimes my sense of humor goes, you're supposed to be sane? We'll fix that.
I really need to put together my new chair.
Alrighty. Well, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. The night, kind of taking out using the laptop.
Well, you're getting all robot voice.
That's
so,
for having me on the show, guys. And
oh, you're welcome anytime. You are
Have
welcome
a good night.
Anytime.
And Joe and I are sorry, not sorry for extending your stream last week.
I plead the fifth.
No, we drink the fifth.
All right.
Well, that too.
So you guys have a good
night.
Good night, sibling.
And this is why I will never do a subathon on Twitch, because I know I will be stuck on there for about 90 hours. Just because of what I'm afraid Kiri will do to me.
You have other enemies.
Kiri's like, why am I banned from this channel?
Department of Health and Safety. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Problem is, Kiri would just be on their channel going, okay, subscribers, you need to go raid this channel.
Kiri's like, all right, time to make a new channel. Make 5 new channels and sub them all.
Oh, God. Don't give me ideas like that. I'll do that next time they're doing that.
What makes you think there'll be a next time? He didn't learn his lesson this time?
We didn't necessarily say for Kiri. Oh, poor Nick. If Nick ever decided to go Twitch and try to do something like that. We couldn't do that to Nick because that could almost literally kill him.
Because he keeps picking up.
I was going to say, I would have to end up standing in for part of it, and Just because it's your idea, I'd have to drag you in also, Rich.
I was going to say I would somehow get drafted into the mix as well.
Only the names have been changed to protect the not so innocent. Oh, Donna, yeah, you're absolutely right. The world is not ready.
I've seen
A twitchy name. Who would notice?
You say his name again, he's going to pop in.
Who hasn't seen one?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
You rang.
And now I'm just waiting for Nick to pop on the show and go, "It's showtime."
Hobbit Swordmaster, Hobbit Swordmaster, Hobbit Swordmaster.
No, you have to use his real name.
I did.
Lord Nicholas.
I'm thinking more the urban legend, Nick.
Wizard of South Haven, Wizard of South Haven, Wizard of South Haven.
Now that one might work. Be careful what you wish for.
Mighty Manatee Man, Master of Marketing.
Donna.
That one just doesn't roll off. If he shows up, you deserve.
I can't.
I'm laughing so hard I can't keep the mouth still.
When you go fishing.
Oh Lord.
That one hit you so hard, Rich, your computer even digitized out on that. We didn't get anything you were saying there.
Oh Lord.
But me?
Yeah.
I can't say master of marketing. My brain keeps wanting to say something that you do to a hook when you're going fishing to try to catch fish.
Friday night.
I'm trying to keep it not green room.
At this point, I think Joe Dog will go, how do we get the extra 16,000 subscribers? Yes, that other, yeah. There's others.
Well, I do bait.
Explaining to do, Lucy.
I do bait pretty well, but I'll never claim to be a master of it.
And this would probably be a really bad time to say my oldest boy makes fishing lures for fun. And he's getting rich off of it. I mean, seriously. His lures catch fish big time.
Oh, he's becoming affluent. Okay.
Yes. This is his second business. His first is pressure washing and painting houses and churches and whatnot. He does the fishing lures as a relaxation, and he and his wife have just given me another granddaughter.
Oh, congratulations.
Again? Or no. Still the one from a couple months ago?
The same one from a couple of months ago, yes.
I was going to say, that's a quick turnaround.
Oh, no. They had to struggle to get this one all the way. There was a
congratulations to you for being Papa once again, and for him for becoming a Pops once again. Or is this his first one?
No. This is the second one. His oldest boy has actually already served at least one enlistment in the Army.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Oh
wow.
Yeah. And it's been 20 years since his little boy, well, more than 20 years since his little boy was born, but I think 20 years between kids is not something you need to sneeze at, especially when you've been trying so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that there's no health problems with the little girl, and she's
and
doing
Mama,
great.
yeah.
She's beautiful, absolutely lovely. She's got the most gorgeous laugh, I tell you. I have never seen a baby smile so much in my life, and I'm old. Oh. Yeah, folks, that's one thing that not a lot of people know about me. I've got 5 stepchildren and now 9 grandchildren and a couple of great-grandchildren. And everybody looks at me and goes, "What? You're not old enough?" Going, I didn't start anything. I just kind of walked into the situations.
Bless you.
My father, before he passed, had, I think, 9 great-grandchildren. No, sorry, 11 great-grandchildren. Forgot to add my grandchildren in there. Had 11 great-grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. I'm sorry, 1 great-great-grandchild.
It's not something that I ever expected out of my life, but I'm damn glad that I was able to survive this long to see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I love my kids, even though nobody ever invited me to the conceptions. I'm sure that was merely an oversight.
And also, you're welcome, Donna. I figured that's where you were going with the other master word.
But, sorry.
We've still got half an hour. Just going to be so mad if this program is popular.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime girl. Damn it. Now I've got to figure out how to spoof that to make that Viking.
You just use Yosemite Sam with the
hello, my
helmet.
shielded, and hello, my Valkyrie. Hello, my Ragnarok gal.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
But now I kind of want to. Now I'm, for whatever reason, envisioning you from Young Frankenstein playing the monster with your Viking helmet on and a long sword, doing the little swirls with the long sword instead of a cane.
Don't tempt him. He'll cut the camera cable.
I'm gonna need you to do a rendition of Putting on the Ritz at the Shakespeare show this summer.
Well, first off, we'll see if I'm in good enough condition to be able to do that. And oh god,
then he's got to learn how to tap dance. I mean, seriously, you ask too much of the man sometimes.
The Planet Fitness is opening up April 5th. We're already members. We just joined, but it's opening up April 5th. And one of the reasons I joined that was because of you and your, maybe we can get Rich to come out and do a longsword demo.
Okay, now I can just see you going and signing a membership for Planet Fitness, and they go, name Galactus.
But so yeah. Now I've got to figure out choreography for putting on the Ritz. See if I can punch up the lyrics to be Viking themed. And then as I exit, do the Michigan J Frog on the exit.
I kind of wish we hadn't suggested that, because now Jodo's going to want you to do that HallowCon.
Hey, if I can get the choreography and everything like that down for the Shakespeare in the Park, I'll definitely make a fool out of myself elsewhere doing that.
Yeah, but if we get that on video, that may become part of the opening scene for the show here.
And somebody that wears sparkle pants will be so jealous.
And? You mean Pikachu?
Wasn't gonna go there.
Oh, that would be so perfect. Because if they are, then afterwards, if I manage to commission Mike Jimmy for that Pikachu, go through that, and then if Pika does bitch about it, just slap the surprised Pikachu face.
And ask him for an autograph. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be cruel to my friends. Who am I kidding? It's so much fun.
Some of us enjoy it.
I'm no stranger to making a fool out of myself in public. I do it before others can. If I strike first, they've got no way to go. But you should. How can I? Should have been faster, Sparky.
Yeah, really. Now I got to work for something here. Self-depreciating humor does come in handy sometimes, because it diffuses the people that are less than original sometimes.
Well, yeah, especially when you upstage them with the bounds that you go to, and they're like, "Wait, you're taking it that? How
am I supposed to top this?
This ain't my first rodeo, Sparky. I've been made fun of by better people than you."
Oh,
and that's just looking in the mirror.
I have quoted Tom Baker's Doctor Who to a couple of people at work that were trying to intimidate me. It's been a long, long time since those people were there. I mean, they're long since gone. But you just look them straight in the eye and go, I've been tortured by experts. I don't rank you very highly at all.
One of my favorite things to do. And so between graduating high school and going to college, something broke in Richie's brain in a good way. And I stopped giving a flying fig about other people and stuff like that. So people would come up and they'd start making all sorts of just mean ass comments. And I would just flatly look them in the eye and go, this is supposed to elicit what reaction?
That is a very good one. I admire that. I wish I could steal it. I can't find any way that I could apply it that they would understand.
Yeah, usually the word elicit.
They're long gone by now. I mean, it's like that was an opportunity that I missed by 25 years.
Yeah, a lot of times the word illicit makes them go, "Art," like a dog watching a card trick.
Mm-hmm.
But it's I learned that, and just the sheer look of frustration on their face, as one, they're trying to figure out what illicit means, and two, they're like, what I said is not bothering this guy. How can I? I'm like, if you want the attention back, upstage me. Until then, I'm just going to, fabulous, just take it all, And of course, that would always get them scared. I'm like, no. If I were to turn that way, it would take a far handsomer man than you to go ahead and do that. Now, she might turn me that way because of how. Sorry.
So says the long-haired leaping gnome. Oh Lord, which one was that? Okay. That was some group that Eric Burden was in. Drink the Wine. That was the name of the song. I don't remember if it was War or if he was still with the Animals then, or if he was on his own.
Spill the Wine, and it was with War.
Spill the Wine. Okay, thank you, John. My memory is not 100%, but it's 95% beer. These things, they happen. Let's see. I had a point. As long as I wear my hat, nobody will notice. Me and my arrow. And the hits just keep on coming. Yes. This is why my mind has never been invaded by demons. They take one look and go, I ain't going in there. You first.
Were you just listening to Lowrider, John? Were you just listening to Lowrider?
I was listening to Spill the Wine.
I heard something that almost sounded like the beginning of Lowrider, and I'm like,
all War songs kind of start the same way.
Damn good band. Damn good band. Wish we could play it out loud. I really do, but copyright strikes are a thing. And
well,
we get enough of them on this
10 seconds of it.
We get enough copyright strikes on the Star Spangled Banner. Somebody's copyrighted over in the Middle East.
Or some Iranian copyright striking the national anthem.
And for HallowCon, some idiot actually hit us up with a copyright strike for also for Zarathustra. Yeah. 1,000. Well, what was it? 600 years old? Something.
No, it's not that old.
Well, it's got the flavor. Anyway,
at least want to touch an obelisk.
And in one of the fun ways, my God, it's full of stars. Okay,
1896. So
1896. Okay, so over 100 years old, but so Sarah Lee. And people are still getting it on with her.
Yeah, do you people understand that's not how that works?
No, but we explain it to them very succinctly.
No, smishing attempt.
Oh.
I love when I get voice phishing attempts and stuff like that, and it's although I have seen a new one that I do want to try. I think it was something that was posted in I think it was either Stupid O'Clock or Secret Humor group, where the lady was just still answering her landline, just doing weird stuff, and started, oh, hey, I've been waiting to get a hold of you. I want to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Hello? One of my favorite ones was on multiple times I've gotten calls where, we're calling from the Department of Discover Visa and MasterCard. We want to forgive your credit card debt. Yeah, that's the brand. That's not the actual bank. It's the actual bank that has to forgive the debt. Visa can't just say, oh, yeah, these 6 banks now have to forgive this guy's credit cards because he's got 6 different Visa cards. So one, I try to explain that to them and they get mad at me and hang up. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you how to make it so that your scams actually work, dude. And then the other is that comes through and I'll punch through to go ahead and talk to him. Like, sorry, I don't have any credit cards anymore. My son just cut them up because some Indian guy last year tried to go ahead and scam me, and they're just click. But one time, because whenever I see random numbers, it's like, am I in the mood to play today or no? No. Send it a voicemail. Yes? All right. We'll play. So I had answered a number I did not recognize. Hello? Yeah. Can we speak to Misty, please? Oh, shit. This is Misty's doctor. And I just answered the phone that way. Just 1 second. So I had to keep up the character. And Misty's like, why the hell are you calling me in that weird-ass voice? It's your doctor. I thought it was somebody else. And she's like, okay. So she was trying to keep a straight face and not burst out laughing the entire time talking to her doctor. And then soon as she got done at the call, she's like, you're an idiot. I'm like, yes, I am. I've never, ever contested that statement.
And damn proud of it. No, I have thought very, very much. Now, Lindsay has started letting everything go to the answering machine on the phone, except when she's close enough to look at the caller ID and realize it's one of her kids or somebody from the church or my mom or whatever. But
somebody important.
I was thinking the best standard answering machine message would have been something on the order of FBI Wire Fraud and Telephone Fraud Department. This is Officer Obi speaking. How can I help you? Now, once when I was in high school, we were taken on a trip down to Disney World to do a parade, marching band, the whole group. And my fellow students discovered that they could play games with the phone in the hotel. So they were calling different rooms and doing this and doing that. And the various things that usually male high school kids who've never had any opportunity to have a date whatsoever in their life would do. And my 3 roommates got real tired of all the prank calls, and they said, "Okay, Dan, you answer it the next time." Next time was only a few seconds away. Orlando Police Department. We didn't get another call for 45 minutes.
So, not telephone, but a Wi-Fi hotspot. So, the hotspot on my phone I renamed to NSA Surveillance Van or Mobile Surveillance Van 1. And you'll be surprised the number of people that I'll be in an area with. All of a sudden, they're just like looking out windows.
FBI surveillance fan, yeah.
So apparently, I just got my first bot on my YouTube. If you look at the latest comment that just came in,
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, that's
We've had that one before.
Isn't he dead?
Yes.
Does that mean I'm making it to the big times now that I'm getting?
No,
bots?
it just means they're coming back around again.
No.
Well, this one's at least entertaining, if not eloquent. And actually, I believe that's a live person and not a bot.
Really?
It might be.
I'll be darned.
I don't know of any bot that can recover that quickly and giggle. So
yeah, they're getting better. That's a big thing now in the art world, is the AI art.
Yeah, well, no, and it's something that people have noticed in publishing the AI stories, and they're so far they're not good enough to make it past the round file in the slush pile, but I'm afraid they'll get better. Send them a rejection slip so figure out how to do it right. It works for live people. I mean, seriously. They either get discouraged or they figure out how to do it correctly.
What's really discouraging is this person has more subscribers than I do, and they have no videos. But they've been around since 2016.
Well, and no, I don't have any urge to chit anytime soon. Need another beer, but that's give me 3 steps. No big deal. Whoa, somebody went bot hunting.
Give you 3 steps. Give you 3 steps, mister. Give you 3 steps towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, wrong button.
And here's Johnny.
I've got too many tabs up. That's the problem.
I told you. Coke Zero is the way to go. Give up the tab. And if you believe that, you'll buy this watch. Oh, Lord. We're just about getting to that time, gentlemen.
Oh, you use that term loosely.
Yes, I do, but it's getting on down to the wire, so John, you want to do the end credit stuff so I can get my show started?
Sure. What, right now?
You? No. We've got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes, man.
Here we go. Bye, everybody.
Somebody's saying something really bad about Roger, man. I've heard entirely too many Cheech and Chong routines in my lifetime. Or then again, maybe not enough. If those guys ever have a reunion tour, I might buy a ticket. There's some classic stuff. Beyond Dave's not here, man. I actually got to see them on American Bandstand.
Ooh.
Live. American Bandstand. Back in the day. Needless to say, the host did not have the slightest idea how to take anything they were dishing out. Poor man. He tried. He really tried. But they let's just say they were the very epitome of the never engage in a battle of wits with an unarmed man, and Dick Clark was the unarmed man in this instance. Oh, Lord. I have had a warped, bent, and twisted youth. Made me into the man I am today.
So I've been trying to think of the proper way to say this, but I think I'm just going to say it the way it keeps running through my head.
Okay.
So I have some small wood right now. Happens to be this piece right here.
Yeah.
Don't know why it keeps running through my head that way. I don't know if I want to see if I have another one that'll actually make a box and make a mini dice rolling box.
Or if you want to do a wood burning.
Well, I would I'd still burn a design on it and then add the hinges and the clasp and everything. Oh, do I have clasps?
If you're on this show, probably not.
You can have.
Oh, clasp. I thought you said class.
Clasp, the clap. Yeah. Well, no, the real question is, do I actually have any down here? I think that's what this is.
Strange enough, I got to build some birdhouses. So I've got a bunch
a
of
little
stuff.
birdhouse in your soul.
I do have some, but there's no screws.
Be right back.
There's no screws.
Oh.
What do I do with the screws? There's that bag that fell there.
Well, you need to go out and get screwed.
No, I have a wife for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a bag of clasps. I have a bag of hinges. I do not have a bag of screws. That's not good. Okay, those are getting moved somewhere else because that's just going to topple. It was my other screen that I saw out of the corner of my eye. Good Lord. I saw something move and I thought it was further over, and then I realized that I have us up on my other screen also.
Did we lose Joe? Oh, no, Joe's still moving. Okay.
Yep. Sorry. Bought these a while ago. They're little, like, I don't even know what you would call it. Little wooden bowls.
Yeah, little bowl, yeah.
Yeah. Little hexagon bowl. That I was going to actually do like a wood burning on the inside of it, and then realized that there's no comfortable way to hold your hand and try to trace a line in there.
Now, here's the other thing, Joe. I love you to death.
But are you willing to strangle me to prove it? Please threaten me with a good time.
I was going to say, I don't know if I could afford the cost for that. But
the price of gas these days? Probably not.
If someone, but if you create a dice tower, is your luck for dice going to transfer to that tower and screw?
There's one way to find out.
Why do I hear a Linda Ronstadt song now?
Hey, Joe, there's an idea. Build cursed dice towers. And wood burn that on the side. Cursed dice tower. You know, it's
You'll
and sell them for folks for presents for their DM. Why can't I get above a 5 tonight? We're cakewalking this dungeon.
Turn the dice tower around. It says "Cursed Dice Tower" on the back. You know.
Oh no, you'd burn that into the bottom of it. That way, the DM never sees it.
Oh Lord. Yes, folks, and if you like this, like, share, and subscribe, and tune in Thursday night for more. And believe me, Joe will have his voice back by then, so it'll be even more than it is now. I didn't say entertaining. I just said more.
It has been a slow Saturday night for us. I mean, there's just really nothing to talk about. Nothing topical, no news, no conventions, no presidents falling downstairs or anything like that. Just, you know.
Yeah, I didn't think people wanted to listen to me fanboy over finding Johnny Sacco and his flying robot, Space Giants, Ultraman, and Spectre-Man available to watch for free on the interwebs.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not they ever made any more of that Ultraman animated stuff that I watched about 2 years ago.
If it was on Netflix, they recently came out with a second season, I believe.
Ooh, okay. I've got to look for that because the animation was really, really good, and the story.
The one where it's following Hayata's son.
The animation was really, really good. The story was nice. I didn't find anything to object to about it whatsoever. Except
I got to get Netflix back before they do their Gamera thing.
Well, the thing was, they went into so much detail per episode that the story didn't advance very fast.
Yeah.
I'm not putting down the amount of detail they put into it because that was a work of love right there. But I'm not one of those people that have to have an entire 5 years worth of plot in a 30-minute show.
You don't need to be romanced. You know, you're happy to go straight to the good time every once in a while.
Yeah, really. It's
that time.
Don't buy me flowers. Dinner's enough.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Hit the high flight and
good night, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
Good night, everybody.
Hey,
we'll see you Thursday.
If you like staring at those old guys, go to Dan's show because he'll have old guys and gals. So, good night, everybody.
I'm not
gals and old guys.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.